So this is the second part of the Temu Ambilight TV LEDs, but now the TV is back on the wall so we can see what they look like working. Apologies, this video is a little longer than expected, but I do run through all the colours and settings to see how they look with the TV mounted back to the wall. Also, please excuse some of the audio as I forgot to turn the sound down on the TV, so I had to try and hide some of the copyrighted music being played. So as it scrolls through the menu screen, it does react fairly quickly. And to be fair, the main colours, I guess, it's picking up not too bad and does kind of match, I guess, a little bit. But obviously, as you can see, it's clearly not giving a full Ambilight experience. It's just picking one colour and throwing that light. And this is on the TV mode setting. So if we look to just go through the RGB settings while this goes through, we can get an idea of what the single colours look like. So obviously that's the red, and I think that's on a minimum brightness. And as I increase it, and I'll decrease it back down again, you can see obviously the wash of light does increase quite a lot and does brighten the wall up. Okay, so let's go through the main RGB colours: red, green, blue, yellow, cyan, purple, magenta or magenta purple, blue, green, orange and white. Let's have a quick look at the full brightness of each colour. Obviously we've done the red, green, the blue on full brightness, and then the yellow starting off at minimum, and then the cyan, which on camera comes out more on the whitish side. And the purple, actually with the purple it looks more purple on camera than it does in the room, or the magenta, and then the purple at maximum, and again that looks more purpley on camera than it does in the room. And then the other blue. They look fairly similar, but probably slightly better colour in the camera. And then the other green, although the camera appears to make it look a little paler than it does in the room. And then the orange. And finally the white. Okay, so let's have a quick look and go through the different modes, or the different lighting modes. So that's at the top end with the chasing lights, I guess. Again, I think this has a memory setting, so this must still be set at speed 5, or about halfway. I think these are all on minimum brightness as well. Okay, so I've reached the low end of the mode settings. So if I turn the brightness up to full and just run back through them quickly. And that's run through all the modes on the brightness setting. So if I now change to the TV setting, this can't be controlled with the brightness, so you can't move it up and down. It's just a set brightness, and obviously then the camera picks up, or is supposed to pick up, the colours and the light from the TV, and then obviously ambience that onto the background. But as you can see, it's not always effective. And the other option for the TV is the TV music mode. And there's a few different modes for this. Obviously, as you can see with this, as I showed in the previous video, that the top and the bottom should reflect the colour of the screen, and then all the other LEDs will then just flash in relation to the sound coming from the TV. I think I've gone through most of the modes, and then you've got the music mode, which I don't know if that doesn't seem to be much different. I don't know if the camera actually reacts to that or not. Let's see if I can get back onto the menu. Well, it definitely reacted to the TV changing then. So yeah, that's just on music mode, and I've just switched it back to TV music, so there probably isn't too much of a difference between them, to be fair. Okay, let's have a quick look at some moving images. So as you can see, it does pick up some of the light, but obviously effects like that would be much better if there was an orange glow. I think obviously some scenes it doesn't do too bad. Again, more of an orangey background would probably suit that one better. Actually, it looks more green on the wall than it does on the camera this time. Let's try it with the TV music, see how that affects it. It makes it a bit more immersive, but still there's not really any matching colours for the scenes that are displayed on the TV. Okay, let's put it onto the music mode. So I guess depending on what you're watching, it might be tolerable. But some of them are a little bit too distracting, some of them probably okay. So I guess if just using as a general background Ambilight, mood light, then I think I prefer the orange and low, maybe the red. Maybe the blue. So I think if I was to use this, it might either be red, blue, or orange, just to give a little bit of ambience. So that is the Temu £10 LED TV Ambilight. So what I thought as well, see I'll get on with it, see how it goes, leave it for a little bit, just see what the feel is for it. But I think if I want to do it properly, I need to spend a little bit more money and get a slightly better quality one, which then will throw the ambience and the lighting where the sky is blue in one corner and the trees are green in the other corner. But all in all, for 10 quid, it's probably not too bad. For £10, can't really go wrong for a little bit of ambience or a little bit of background lighting colour to the TV. Anyway, thanks for watching, I do appreciate it. If you could subscribe, that would be fantastic. But thank you very much.